How's it going, Nomads? I'm Roboid here. So I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to make this video or not, but I figured I'd go ahead with it. As we all may know, Vidme is closing for good, and I know I'm pretty late to this since it's closing tomorrow at the time of me recording this. Unfortunately, I would have done this video sooner, but I wasn't entirely sure if I even wanted to do this in the first place, and I spent the last day or so getting my thoughts together and putting it on a script. But regardless, I still want to share my thoughts, and let's go ahead and get to it. Overall, my experience was really good. Despite me being the lurker I am, what interactions I did have, be it with the staff or the community, were rather pleasant. I started Vidme last year getting verified within a week or so, which surprisingly caught me off guard, considering my content is neither original, well edited, even though I still do try, or consistent. Even my personality not being the most engaging or colorful, it still made me the happiest person in the world. I'd never been verified on any platform before, even after trying, so because of this, I stayed and tried to upload whenever I could, even ditching uploading to YouTube at first. In celebration, my friend Malky and I played and recorded an hour-long video of Insurgency, which didn't go as smoothly as I'd planned. At the time, I was using a buggy blue snowball, which would occasionally stop working by malfunctioning, or in some cases it just wouldn't be picked up by action, which in this case, unbeknown to me, had a new issue arise: audio stuttering. This for the most part was a one-time affair, which I ended up spending with my lack of audio repair knowledge around 3 hours trying to hopelessly fix it to no avail, until I had the idea to use Malky's audio since he also recorded the game. I then took his audio, silenced the background effects as best I could while preserving our commentary, and synced it up with my game audio, which luckily was a-okay thanks to me splitting my commentary into 2 separate tracks. Even with all this, it still took a few hours to get the background noise cleaned up and synced up to the video to a point that I liked. But even then, though admittedly not perfect, was still something I felt rather proud of, having never done something on this level before. And after some cuts, I uploaded it, and it did fairly well view-wise, even garnering a few nice comments. I even got a comment from a channel pretending to be Lane on one of my later videos, which is pretty freaking awesome. Though, unfortunately, sometime later, I got into one of those bad ruts where I just didn't really feel motivated to do much. If you know me, then you know I'm no stranger to these ruts, with learning Blender being the only thing I could actually muster through at that time. Even with all this, I still lurked, watched videos, and discovered new creators I never would have without Vidme. This is what I'll fondly remember about my time on Vidme, and this is why I loved it so much. Now, why did it fail? Well, besides not being able to find a reliable source of sustainability, which they mentioned on their farewell post, which I'll link below, I can't exactly say for sure. But for me, I think they're just a little too ambitious. Instead of being their own independent platform, they tried directly competing with YouTube, with competitive pricing, which wasn't really appealing to viewers. Another set of issues which a Vidme user by the name of Jordan Burkhart, hope I'm saying that name correctly, said it better than I ever could have. Their platform was dedicated to sharing creators with YouTube. They wanted YouTubers to come, and they figured that those YouTubers would do the work of bringing an audience for them. He also shares another opinion I also have. This was enforced by the fact that Vidme was uploader friendly and not viewer friendly. So many more people strictly uploaded to Vidme and people who uploaded and viewed others and people who just watched others combined, and this was evident from their incentives for uploaders to be active in the community. With this, it failed, not because it wasn't a good idea, and personally I believed it was a great idea, but because it wasn't properly executed in some areas. This sucks because the developers seemed passionate about the project. Despite some poor management and bad executions, it also garnered a passionate user base. The site's closing could have been handled a little bit better in my opinion, at least letting users upload one last video saying their farewells, but at the same time I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision for the team, and I'm still impressed in what they made with their team's size. I would have loved it to become more than what it was, but I feel if it just did its own indie thing, with all the features of course, instead of trying to compete with the much larger platforms, it may have survived. After all, even Google admits that they're probably operating at a loss. Sadly, there's nothing we can really do now about Vidme's closure, but there still may be some hope. On their post, they state that they're talking with some creator-focused companies that might incorporate their technology and revive Vidme in some new form, which I'm all for if done right and improves on the current Vidme design and concept. But aside from that, I just want to say thanks Vidme for all the fun and the opportunity to create on your platform along with an awesome community. I wish the Vidme team the best of luck and a good future, and I'm excited to see what their new project is. Well guys, it's been fun. I know it's not the best and well put together video, but I still wanted to share and I honestly enjoyed making it. If you have any suggestions, feedback, critiques, please feel free to leave them below. I will take them to heart and I'll try my best to incorporate them in future releases. Anyway guys, I've been Roboid and I'll see you Nomad Starside. You guys take care now.